All right, guys, we got another unhinged, left leaning, wokey in the gaming industry exposed. This time it's Perfect Dark Remakes Level Designer. And this article is from Smash JT's website. I also saw Fandom Pulse posted an article about this, and I wanted to talk about it, but since Fandom Pulse's article was for subscription paid only, I didn't want to like step on their toes too much, but I did do some research on their Twitter account. This individual right here, they're another gamer that hates gamers. If you know what I mean, like these people that work in the industry, they're all fucking Trump deranged. They all hate white people. They all hate gamers. They're just fucking nuts, right? So this person literally calls gamers a mistake. Somebody that's working in the games industry thinks gamers are a mistake. How can anybody be a fan of any of these guys? How can anybody sit here and think that individuals like Kolbe Payne are right in any form or fashion? Like, I can't fuck with this. So yeah, you can see they revealed for the last 2 years they've been working on Perfect Dark. So excited to show off our gameplay reveal. And of course, this game has already been getting a lot of backlash because people say the DEI chin, as you can see right there, that the character was basically made to look masculine. That's one thing that people always bring up. I'm critical of stuff like this. I'm also critical about gender swaps, race swaps, things like that. But apparently, Payne has not only made inflammatory comments about gamers, but he's also attacked those critical of race swaps and certain portrayals in gaming, labeled him as racist pigs. So pretty much on brand here as far as anybody else that we've seen. So what a surprise. But I'm sure this is going to do wonders for Perfect Dark, which is already getting a lot of backlash for certain things about it. And funny enough, it's a franchise that I was excited for a remake to happen and stuff. But the more that we see people involved in the gaming industry that essentially attack gamers, write tweets about white people, and show that they have Trump derangement syndrome, the more that I just lose interest. Where did we go wrong with the gaming industry having so many of these unhinged people that are just fucking so exclusionary? Like, they want diversity, they want gaming for everybody, but then they're the biggest exclusionary people out of all of them. Where did we go wrong with this? So you can see these are the comments that have sparked controversy. And it says Payne's views come to light after history some pretty insane remarks. So race swap criticism. Payne took to social media in 2021 to berate gamers that opposed the race swap Angwarda and God of War Ragnarok. I probably butchered the fuck out of that name. To be honest, the only God of War I've ever played was Ragnarok. So he called critics racist pigs and praised the character as absolutely stunning, right? And he said this right here. The fact that it's 2021 and gamers still get mad over a character being black just boggles my mind. It's time to grow up, you racist pigs. They look absolutely stunning. Props to all the devs who worked on her. She's without a doubt the most interesting character. To me, it doesn't matter if somebody's a person of color. Does race swap kind of annoy me? Yeah. Especially when we see it like in movies, stuff like that. That kind of annoys me because when you look at who writes the stuff, who's developing the stuff, and then you look at their tweets, they're doing it out of spite. They're doing it to stick it to chuds. They're doing it to piss people off. They have all sorts of tweets that hate white people. That's why I call it out. Because you have all these people that are trying to say gaming's for everybody and that we're upset because games aren't catered to us when they're the ones that are the most upset. When they're the ones actually writing the exclusionary stuff. When they're the ones actually being the hateful bigots, right? But they're not ready for that conversation. So continuing on right here, you can see December 2023, he said, if adding female protagonists to video games is all it takes to make the worst people we've ever met not want to play them, we should add female protagonists to every game. For me, that's not the problem. It's not, oh, there's a female protagonist. Again, it's when you purposely are trying to push a narrative or some kind of agenda for like a Mary Sue just to piss people off, just to do something spiteful. That's what it's about. All right? There's been several great games with female protagonists. Tomb Raider series, Metroid series, just to name two of them. I mean, fuck, the original Perfect Dark. It's fine to have a female protagonist, but if your writing only makes that character great because, oh, they're female, you're completely asinine in how this works and how great storytelling works and how making a good female protagonist works. You could do it, but you guys are more focused on what you're saying in your Discord groups, your Slack groups, your tweets. You guys are all lunatics. That's where the problem is that I call. I don't hate people of color in games. I don't hate females in games. It's the people that developed it and their reasons why they put that stuff in there that I have a fucking problem with, because it's all fucking agenda, that they're all a part of it, trying to force certain things because they want to stick it to chuds. That's the issue. And you can see February 2023, they said gamers were a mistake in response to Laura Bailey talking about the death threat she received as her role as Abby. Right? Gamers were a mistake. I enjoyed Last of Us 2. I had a lot of fun with it. There was things about it that I definitely did not like Abby. I did not like it. I don't agree with death threats, but these are people that are working on video games in the industry. Gamers were a mistake. That's your main consumer. So when Perfect Dark fails, you're going to probably be blaming gamers again. You're probably going to be out here saying stuff about gamers, right? And you can see he retweeted, or actually said this. Nick T reposted this. I'm sorry. So you can see he says, seen a lot of comments turned off for Pride Month post. I wish all bigots to kindly fuck off and learn to love others for who they are. Gaming's for everyone except the bigots. Right? And this was in response to the Halo. We actually covered this whole situation with Halo's Pride Month and stuff like that. You know what? Stuff like this is what turns people off from supporting your games, when you're attacking everybody, when you're being exclusionary. You know, people, and I know this sounds kind of stupid to say, people have the freedom to be a bigot if they want. You don't have to like it. People have the freedom to be a bigot if they fucking want. And half the time, you're calling people bigot anyway just because they're saying they don't want woke shit in their games. Just because I say that I don't like woke stuff in video games doesn't make me a bigot. I have plenty of gay friends. I have plenty of trans friends, and they understand, and they don't force their shit on me, and we get along great. We hang out all the fucking time. Mocking gamers, here's another one. Mocking streamer XQC's meeting with Donald Trump as supporting bigots. So this is the thing. They all suffer from Trump derangement. You can see, damn, sucks to see you supporting bigots. You know he's not a bigot, right? In fact, he does a lot of stuff for all sorts of people of all sorts of upbringings and stuff, but we're not going to get into that political discourse here. The derangement is really real, right? It's almost January. It's December 8th as we're talking right here. Are you in a transgenocide yet, or some kind of concentration camp? No, because you guys listen to the mainstream media and bullshit, and you guys become so sick and poisoned in the fucking head that you think this makes you look like a good person, being this vile on the internet. Here's anti-male lead. Payne often mocks gamers, once posting a meme from Kung Fu Panda to ridicule those who dislike female protagonists. When upset gamers see a woman as a main character in a game, again, I don't give a fuck if there's a main character in the game that's a female or not, as long as they have other qualities besides, oh, they're female. I think you really do actual females a lack of justice when all their good qualities that they're female. Why don't you make them brave, courageous, funny, strong? Put some traits behind it. Targeting critics. In October, Payne dismissed legitimate concerns about Xbox's diversity-driven leadership changes, particularly the hiring of Melissa Boone, by labeling critics as bigots hiding behind burner accounts. So this was all the whole Halo Studios rebrand and stuff. People criticized it. We have every right to look at patterns, right? Every time we see this stuff, every time we see people cater towards a modern audience, there's patterns. And Halo is one of those franchises that people don't want to see fucking fail and become even worse with you know, like the Pride Month and stuff. They've already had Pride stuff in the past, but we don't want people coming in and changing stuff and focusing on anything but making a good game, right? And you can see, he says, Elmo gave these bigots a platform to be their authentic self without any consequences, hiding behind AI pics and burner accounts so they could keep their day job and be racist online. Don't forget the misinformation being spread that actual White House had to step in, right? So Fandom Pulse right here posted this whole story. Posted it And of course, shocker, Kolbe Payne is now no longer on Twitter. Completely off. We know they're hiding on Blue Sky. That's where all the weirdos hang out now. Now you can see he's promoted. He's been promoted to level designer 3 at Crystal Dynamics. And Smash goes on to say recent gameplay trailers for Perfect Dark haven't helped the situation at all. The character redesign of Joanna Dark faced pretty widespread criticism, mostly mocking her gigantic masculine jawline and lack of visual appeal. And you can see, man, fucking 1.1k likes. Good on you, Smash. Manga Lawyer joked, saying, Perfect Dark transformed you into the ultimate secret agent. Joanna Dark's perfectly symmetrical masculine jawline makes her the ideal candidate for disguising herself as a man on the most dangerous missions. One day she's Joanna, the next she's Jonathan. I mean, ain't wrong, right? Get mad. Get fucking mad. Even industry veterans like Grums are saying, again with the job, Perfect Dark 0. And they do this on purpose, guys. I know a lot of wokies go, "What's the big deal? You can't jerk off and you get..." No, this is purposely done, guys. They don't want to over-sexualize females because they feel that transgender women will get offended. That's exactly what it is. So it says the Perfect Dark reboot already raised eyebrows from the developer. The initiative touted inclusivity as a core value, stating that diversity of perspectives was key to their success, right? So yeah, I mean, Kolbe Payne writing all this stuff, calling people bigots, just having derangement, hostility towards gamers, calling gamers a mistake. You know, the stuff like this does not do you wonders at all for your company. And it's probably not going to do wonders for this game at all. So, what are you guys' thoughts down below? Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Thank you so much. As always, take care.